What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a bunch of Gundam stuff to talk about. We have an FAQ for the new Starter Deck 05, the Iron Bloom Starter Deck, which has just come out. We got the FAQ for that, we got a bunch of new Legend Rares, we have our first alternate arts from GD-02. So let's get rolling with the FAQ for ST05. Starting off with Mikazuki August. Now, what we got here is a pilot. Burst adds to your hand, obviously. And when paired, you choose one of your units and one enemy unit, and you deal 1 damage to them. Well, if there are no enemy units in play, can I activate this by only choosing one of my units? Nope. If you want to activate this, you've got to be able to choose both units, or you can't do it. Very important for those turns where you want self-damage. Okay, well, Akihiro Altland here, another pilot coming around in the set, has a during link, during your turn, when this unit destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, choose one Tekkadan unit card that is level 2 or lower from your trash and add it to your hand. Does this activate even when both units are destroyed in battle? Yeah, it does. This is good. This is wonderful. Because even if you go down, you get that unit in your hand as a nice little consolation prize. You'd rather not go down, but if you have to, at least you've got that. And finally, Isaribi here, the base. As a burst, you deploy. As a deploy, you add a shield to your hand. And as an activate main, you rest this base, choose a damaged unit, and give it AP +2 during this turn. So this is an example of where maybe you would have wanted to damage a unit previously to give it the boost with your base here. Well, if I choose one of my damaged units and give it AP +2, and then it recovers HP due to another effect and is no longer damaged, does the AP +2 disappear? No. And the reason is very simple. You look for a damaged unit, you give it AP +2. It's then got the AP +2. It is not give it +2 while it is damaged. It is give the +2 to a damaged unit. As soon as they've been given the +2, it's there and it's not going away. Jobs are good 'un. So, Legend Rares then. We've got a bunch of Legend Rares coming around in GD-02. And let's start with a couple for which we actually have the alternate arts, like Gundam Barbatos First Form. Look at the alt art. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful here. And what we got here is a level 3 2-cost purple. It's got 3-2 stat line. Mikazuki August as the Link pilot. And on attack, if it's damaged, draw 1. Okay. Look, it's not hanging around for very long. It's not supposed to hang around for very long. I mean, maybe you can buff it, pilots and all of that. But the point here is that on attack, if you damage, you draw a card. Now, you don't have very much HP, so you're kind of walking a bit of a line here, hence why you might want to use one of your own units to do exactly 1 damage, so you can have the least amount of damage on while also then drawing. But the fact that you can draw when attacking, the fact that, of course, having the right linked pilot lets you attack the turn you play it, and drawing cards immediately in a game that doesn't have a huge amount of draw power, that seems like a win to me. And seriously, check out the alternate art. The other one we've got here is Gundam Gusion Rebake. And I apologise for any mispronunciations. I'm working on my Gundam knowledge, I promise ya. Level 5, 4 cost, 3/5 purple. I'm also colourblind, but it's a second from the bottom little colour line, which I'm led to believe is purple. At least that's what ST05 uses. And what we got here is a 3/5, Akihiro Altland as your Link pilot. And we got a blocker. And on deploy, choose one of your units and an enemy unit. Deal 1 damage to them. Oh, look. Look how that worked out. Now we've got ourselves a way to deal exactly 1 unit. Also, incidentally, got the same ruling we saw a second ago. So you know what the deal is going to be here. If you can only choose 1 unit, not the other, it's not going to work. But you're damaging your own units and your opponents, both of which are going to work for you. And you got a 5 HP blocker. Not bad for a 4 cost. Plus, once again, Look at the alternate art here. It's beautiful. We love this. But we have a bunch of other legend rares from GD-02 that we can have a little bit of a look at. Like Zeta Gundam, level 6, 5 cost, white, 5/4, with Camille Badan as the Link pilot. And during Link, activate main, once per turn, choose an active friendly base, rest it. If you do set this unit as active, it cannot choose the enemy player as its attack target during this turn. Okay, that's a little bit upsetting. You know what it can choose? Enemy units, and that's kind of the point here. The whole point here is that this is a way to potentially take out multiple units with just one of your units here. That's the point. That's what you're doing. And in that regard, honestly, should work pretty gosh darned well. We're liking the stat line. It's a 5/4. So you're coming in with 5 AP, immediately going after your opponent's units. Love this. And of course, what you could do is go after the enemy player with your first attack, then choose an active friendly base to rest it, to set it to active and go after a unit. And then you've still got your swing into the opposing player. You just also get one into a unit as well, which sounds like a win. I'm just putting it out there. Now we got LMF here. It is a level 6, 5 cost green with a 4/4 stat line with Lalasune as the Link pilot. And as a deploy, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal a green Xeon pilot among them and add it to your hand. Return the remaining cards randomly to the bottom of your deck. And during Link, it gets AP +2, so it actually turns into a 6/4 instead. What I adore, well, plus whatever bonus you get from the pilot. And what I adore about this is that, you know, obviously this is a Xeon unit, and you're looking for a Xeon pilot. So this is one of those, you're going full Xeon if you're going to be playing this. But also, you can search out the pilot. One of the most annoying things about Gundam is having the right Link pilot when you play your unit. Well, here, the unit searches your pilot. Job's a good un. What's that? 1 green legend rare not enough? How about Gundam Age 1 Normal? Level 3, 2 cost green with a 2/2 stat line. Link pilot is the Asuno family. Any pilot with the Asuno family traits. And as a deploy, you may discard a green Earth Federation unit card. If you do, place an EX resource. And then, if you are level 7 or higher, draw a card. So if you're level 6, you place the EX resource, you go up to level 7. Hey, now I'm level 7, I get to draw a card. So you go up a level, you have an extra resource to use. Remember, EX resources go away when you use them, but still, you go up a level for the time being, you have an extra resource to use, and then you potentially get a draw as well. You're only paying 2 to get this dude out. Okay, cool. Now, you do have to discard a green Earth Federation unit. You need to have one that's ready to go, which, that does bring down the... You know, if it was just place an EX resource and draw a card if you're level 7, yeah, that'd be broken. But as long as you've got an Earth Federation unit you're willing to get rid of, low level, almost destroyed, whatever, this one's gonna come up nicely for you. Now, we've also got ourselves some blue. We've got Gundam Epion here. Level 8, 7 cost. Frankly, they're asking a lot. It better be good. Well, we've got a 6/6 with Zex McKees as your Link pilot. And during Link, once per turn, during your turn, when one of your units destroys an enemy unit with battle damage, set this unit active. Now, it's only once per turn, but it's when any of your units destroys an enemy unit with battle damage. Has to be battle damage, not a skill or anything like that. But, yeah. This seems really good. The 6/6 stat line, slightly low for a level 8, 7 cost, generally speaking. But you get to restand it. You should be restanding this once a turn, except there's no downside. This isn't like Zeta Gundam where you set it to active but it can't use the enemy player as its attack target. No. This is just set it to active. It can do whatever it darn well feels like. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a win. Now we've got another purple one coming here. Gundam X, level 7, 5 cost, 6/5 with Garrett Ran as your Link pilot. It's got suppression, so damage to shields by an attack is dealt to the first 2 cards simultaneously. Yes. And then during your link, during your turn, while there are 7 or more cards in your trash, all your other vulture units get AP +2. Oh. That seems good. Again, they're trying to make you go tribal here. They're trying to make you go full vulture deck. But as long as you're willing to go full vulture deck here, you can get a +2 boost to all of your vulture units. Okay, fine, there needs to be 7 or more cards in your trash. This is a level 7. Like, build your deck to burn through some cards. You'll be fine. And then this is just a 5 cost that gives a 2 AP boost to all your vulture units. This seems incredibly strong. Assuming you can meet the requirements, which I think you should be able to. And then the last one that's been revealed from GD-02 for the moment is Gundam Virsago. Level 5, 4 cost red, 4/4, with Shagia Frost as your link pilot. And we got Breach 1. When you destroy an enemy unit, you deal 1 to the first card in the shield area. And on deploy, if there are 3 or fewer enemy shields, choose an enemy unit with 5 or less AP and deal 2 damage to it. Yeah, you've got Breach, and assuming your opponent's low enough on shields when you play this, you're getting 2 damage to a unit, hopefully taking 1 out on play. Yeah. These Legend Rares look pretty good. And again, we're going to have to wait until the set comes out. One of the things to remember about Gundam is it's still incredibly new. Very, very new. We got 1 set and 5 starter decks. It's going to take a minute to really start to get into shape. But when it does, ladies and gentlemen, things are looking good. But I've told you about all this now. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about all of these cards. Tell me how hyped you are for GD-02. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi. That's where we talk about Gundam and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.